Hey everyone, glad you're here. Today we're talking about the BRAVIA Theater Quad, and if you've been craving real home theater power, this is the moment you finally stop settling. You already know you're not the type who's satisfied with thin TV speakers or half-done upgrades. You want the kind of sound that fills a room, wraps around you, and makes every movie night feel intentional. If that's you, check the link below while you listen, because stock on this system moves fast. I remember the moment I switched from a basic 3-speaker setup to this. I used to convince myself that my old soundbar was good enough, but every action scene felt flat, every quiet dialogue got swallowed by the room, and I kept nudging volume up instead of feeling immersed. Eventually you get tired of compromising, and you make the jump to something that actually transforms the space. That's exactly what this 4-speaker BRAVIA layout did. The difference felt instant. Using it day after day is what really tells you the truth. The first time you power it on, the room calibration hits, and you feel this wave of 360 spatial sound that isn't just loud, it's dimensional. You can sit anywhere and still get that locked-in, theater-grade bubble. Movies feel richer, music feels alive, and even simple dialogue has warmth and weight. Dolby Atmos and DTS aren't just checkboxes here, they're the engine behind that floating height and directionality that your old system could never fake. What surprised me most is how clean the wireless setup feels. For speakers, fully coordinated, no messy runs of cables crossing your living room. Every piece feels deliberate, tight build, premium finish, and that sense of, yes, this is the level I should have been at all along. If you want the real experience instead of the illusion of one, take a second and peek at the price in the description, because good bundles never stick around. Maybe you're worried about things like installation, room size, or overpowering your space. I get it. But the system does the hard work for you. The acoustic mapping adjusts itself, the wireless range is reliable, and smaller rooms actually sound fuller because the placement flexibility is so forgiving. Even the idea of it being too much becomes a strength when you realize clarity doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be precise, and this system nails it. You're aiming for a setup you won't have to upgrade again in a year. Something that feels complete, not patched together. Something you can show friends without explaining why you went with the cheaper option. If you want that flagship, no compromise feeling, this is where you land. Rich room-filling immersion, effortless wireless placement, warm, cinematic dialogue, clarity, height and surround effects that feel natural, premium finish that elevates your space. Large speakers need intentional placement, not ideal for extremely small bedrooms, and if you've been bouncing between reviews, specs, and comparison lists, this is where you break that loop. You already know what kind of experience you want, and you know weaker setups will just leave you wishing you'd gone bigger from the start. Take a look at the price and stock in the description. If it looks good, today's the day you finally build the theater you've been imagining.